a challenging life, and many a times we cannot cope up with a fast-paced life, which leads to physical, mental and emotional disorders, which shatter us completely. In the modern world, mental health disorders have become a leading cause of disability globally, exacerbating human health. With the divine blessings of Lord Dhanvantriji, hope lies in Ayurveda. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, a spiritual healer from the city of the Golden Temple. His graduation from Sri Lakshmi Narayan Ayurvedic College, one of the oldest institute in our country, associate with Sri Durgyana Education Foundation. His masters from the University of Madras. His PhD in the role of Ayurvedic herbs in psychological disorders. Listed in the World Book of Records for promoting Ayurveda and developing a chain of Ayurvedic treatment and Panch Karma centers in various parts of the globe.
डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा को दुनिया भर में आयुर्वेद का जागरूकता फैलाने के लिए सम्मानित किया गया। लंदन में इंडो यूके लीडरशिप समिट में द वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स ने दिया उत्कृष्ट पुरस्कार।
लंदन में इंडो यूके लीडरशिप समिट का आयोजन, आयुर्वेद को लेकर जागरूकता पर जोर, द वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स ने लोगों को किया सम्मानित।
Commendable Global Recognition Award was received by Dr. Navdeep Sharma and Dr. Monica Sharma on behalf of ND Care Nirogam Private Limited for leading Ayurvedic services at the British Parliament, UK.
ब्रिटेन में बसा भारत का डंका, नवदीप शर्मा और डॉक्टर मोनिका शर्मा को मिला आउटस्टैंडिंग कंट्रीब्यूशन टू आयुर्वेदिक हेल्थ सर्विस पुरस्कार।
Dr. Navdeep Sharma has also been awarded the title of Pranacharya by the Akhil Bharatiya Ayurveda Mahasammellan.
आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा को युवा प्राणाचार्य की उपाधि दी गई। भारतीय आयुर्वेद महासम्मेलन में सम्मानित किया गया। कार्यक्रम में मनोज तिवारी मौजूद रहे।
नवदीप शर्मा को विश्व के सबसे युवा प्राणाचार्य की उपाधि मिली। अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेद महासम्मेलन में मनोज तिवारी भी शामिल हुए।
Up next, most trusted Ayurveda-based healthcare brand of the year, and it goes to ND Care Nirogam Private Limited. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, Director, to please join us on stage.
देखिए, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी हमारे लिए बड़े ऑनर्ड हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर रहे हैं, बहुत बड़े लीडर रहे हैं और उनका अवार्ड, उनके सम्मान में किए गए समागम में अवार्ड मिलना अपने आप में बहुत मायने रखता है।
Regular panelist on various national and international media channels.
आते हैं कोरोना संदेश।
सभी व्यूअर्स को मैं डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा नमस्कार करता हूँ। पिछले 21 वर्षों से दुनिया भर में आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से मैं इलाज कर रहा हूँ और आज मैं देख पा रहा हूँ कि पूरा विश्व आयुर्वेद की ओर इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने के लिए एक उम्मीद से देख रहा है। सदियों से ही हमारे यहाँ राजा महाराजा चांदी के बर्तनों में भोजन का सेवन करते थे। अपनी
This side Gaurav Kataria, and welcome to our live interactive session today. And our viewers who have joined us today, it was a great honor and opportunity for us today that we are having a master himself who is with us, and it was a great opportunity for all of you. So we are glad to introduce him, none other than the world-renowned autism specialist, Dr. Navdeep Sharma, sir. Welcome to the show, sir. And it was a great honor, sir, to have you here with us. And today we have so many viewers, sir, who want to have an interaction with you, and they are very lucky today, and we all are very lucky today, sir, that we got a time from you, from your busy schedule. So I would like to want to share you some of the questions that people want to hear from you for their children. So
no, it's indeed a pleasure for us. It's a pleasure getting back to all of those who believe in Ayurveda, all of those who show faith on us, on our treatments, on Ayurveda. It's entirely an honor for me. It's entirely an honor for me to be sitting with you, Gauravji, today, and the opportunity of getting back to all those who believe on us, all those who want Ayurveda to be guiding their way of life towards a healthier life. It's an honor to be interacting with them. And yes, you rightly said, the questions are the most important for us, and I also would like you not to miss any of the questions. मैं भी चाहूँगा कि क्वेश्चंस को ही हम प्रायोरिटी दें, गौरव जी। जहाँ जो भी आपके पास क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं हमारे मेंबर्स के, प्लीज़ आप उन क्वेश्चन से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं।
Right, sir. Thank you for your time. And first of all, the question is, sir, of Mr. Raj Hirani. He was newly joined with us, and get a privilege to ask the question from you. So he mentioned that, hi, Dr. Navdeep Sharma ji. We have been advised on WhatsApp group about Vacha powder. Can you please explain in medical terms how that helps and how we should give?
Raji, when we talk about Vacha, now Vacha is Acrus calamus. जब Vacha की हम बात करते हैं, when we talk about Vacha in Ayurveda, we have certain medications which are Medhya and certain medicines which are Sangya Sthapan. That means some medicines which work on the conscious mind, some medicines which work on the subconscious mind. But luckily, Vacha works on both. It also works on the cognitive levels in the brain. Now when we talk about that, someone advised taking Vacha Churn in a WhatsApp group. My general suggestion is Vacha should be kept in a minimal dosage. Vacha is very good for using in the powdered form also, but the ancient Ayurvedic texts, they guide that Vacha, due to its drying nature, Vacha ruksh halka sa rukshta la deta hai. So to avoid that, what our ancient texts say is that Vacha should be taken in the form of Vachadi Grit. Now Vachadi Grit, it has to be prepared with cow's ghee. So prefer using Vachadi Grit rather than Vacha. That will be an even better option. Otherwise, if you want to go with Vacha Churan, take around 125 milligrams only in the beginning, then we'll move to 250. Although the recommended dosage in Ayurvedic text is much higher, but I won't advise you to go above 500 milligrams in any case. It can be taken with milk. Never take it with honey because it will cause a lot of rukshata in that case. Prefer with ghee or with milk. So, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the guidance. First of all, second question of Mr. Raj Hirani was there. I wanted to ask about Brainoir. As we live abroad in UK, so he has joined us from UK, sir. So we have been given granule form, but we haven't felt confident in using. But we are using no other alternative. Continued, we feel that this is very effective compared to the syrup. So I know doctors have been given feedback, but wanted to know from you which one would you recommend?
Raji, when we talk about taking Brainoir in the granules form, now why we started with Brainoir granules was that it was not easy to ship liquids. At least 70% of our patients are international patients. If you ask me, now in Ayurveda, there are various methods of taking a particular herb. For example, Manduk Parni, which is used in Brainoir, it is said, Manduk Parni Swarasya Prayujya. Take the fresh juice of Manduk Parni. Now that is not practically possible in today's life. We don't see Manduk Parni everywhere. So what we have to see is that whenever any combination is prepared, the active principle of that particular herb goes into that combination so that it can give its results. So that's why if you can visit India at any stage, if you are there in one of my OPDs, we use some traditional decoction methods and Swaras taking out methods in preparing the Brainoir syrup of OPD version. So yes, if you have a choice of that, you're always good in taking that. But it's not possible in 70 to 80% of the cases. So rather than going for the non-OPD version of Brainoir syrup, we have the OPD version of Brainoir granules. Now those granules are again prepared, keeping the traditional methodology in mind, and it is convenient to ship them. So it is very good when it comes to delivering results, and that is what you are watching in case of your child. So you can carry on with Brainoir granules, Raji, and yes, one fine day when you get a chance, when you are there with us at Chandigarh Center for some Panchkarma therapies in house, for some ABA sessions, you are welcome to go for the syrup version also. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the guidance. I hope, Mr. Raj, you have been guided with so many things and you have come to know with the best guidance. So, sir, parents started treatment on October 2023 after attending the Chandigarh meet with you and stayed in Chandigarh premises for 10 days to have in-house treatment curriculum. After that, they have consulted with you through video conference sessions, and the current prescription was Brainoir concentrate 0.2, 0.4 and 0.4. Mukta Pishti Premium 0.125, Babuna Sachet 0.1. He's getting so much improvement, immense improvement in speech, hyperactivity and understanding. So CP is concerned if Brainoir liquid is different from Brainoir concentrate. So one of our team of Dr. Rajni guided, but wanted to hear from you, sir.
Raji, I hope you just got the answer to your question. So don't worry, you can guide in with either. Absolutely no problem about that. Yes, Gaurav.
So for all the viewers who would like to have an interactive session with Dr. Navdeep Sharma sir himself and want to avail this great opportunity, you can join, subscribe our channel and press the join button and get this great opportunity. Don't miss it. It was really a wonderful thing that we got a special time from Dr. Navdeep Sharma sir, and it is really a very great time for all of you. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining, everyone. So sir, second question we have from Harshit Jain. He was joined with us from 1 month and उन्होंने कहा है मेरे बेटे को ऑटिज्म बिहेवियर डिसऑर्डर है, वो 10.5 इयर्स का है, मैंने ब्रेनो A+, ब्रेनो R और कोकोरबिट ऑयल मंगवाया है, प्लीज़ मुझे क्वांटिटी बताएं, मुझे कितनी बार कौन कौन सी देनी है?
हर्षित जी देखिए, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूँगा कि हम बात कर रहे हैं बेटे की, और जैसा कि आपने बताया 11 साल की एज है। मेरी आपको सजेशन रहेगी कि आपने जो कॉम्बिनेशंस मंगवाए हैं इसके लिए एक बार हमारे डॉक्टर्स के साथ भले ही वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के थ्रू बात जरूर करिए। 11.5 साल अभी एक ऐसी एज है जहां पर आपका बेटा हर्षित और 3 सालों में एडोलेसेंट हो जाएगा, टेस्टोस्टेरोन लेवल ऊपर चले जाएगा, शरीर में ताकत आ जाएगी, बॉय से मैन के जैसा होता चला जाएगा। बहुत ज़रूरी है ये वाली फेज़ उसकी एज की। तो डेफिनेटली आपने चीज़ें मंगवाई हैं, लेकिन ऐसे एक लाइव सेशन के ऊपर मैं कमेंट नहीं कर पाऊंगा एक लिमिटेड जानकारी के साथ कि हमें क्या डोज किस चीज़ की देनी चाहिए। मैं ये ज़रूर बताना चाहूँगा कि अगर हाइपर एक्टिविटी है बच्चे में, अगर एग्रेशन और हाइपर एक्टिविटी है तो ब्रेनो ए से बेटर उसके लिए ब्रेनो आर है। लेकिन अगर बच्चा चुप करके कोने में बैठा रहता है, हाइपर एक्टिविटी नहीं है, कम बातें करता है, डिप्रेस्ड है, तो ब्रेनो एक बेटर ऑप्शन है। लेकिन स्टिल मेरी आपसे विनती यही रहेगी, आप अगर हमारे किसी भी डॉक्टर के साथ इंटरेक्ट करते हैं उसका कोई चार्जेस नहीं रहेगा। हमारे जो मेंबर्स होते हैं जिन्होंने हमें ज्वाइन किया होता है यूट्यूब के ऊपर, उन मेंबर्स के लिए हमारी ये फैसिलिटी रहती है कि वो हमारे पैनल के किसी भी डॉक्टर के साथ वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग पे डिस्कस कर सकते हैं। तो आप चाहें तो वो डिस्कशन भी आप कर सकते हैं। एक बार आप डिस्कस करके पूरी डोज को चेक करवा कर फिर दीजिए। बाकी जब भी मौका मिलता है किसी एक सेंटर पर विजिट करके आप मिल भी सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये एज बहुत वैल्यूएबल है। एज 6 साल होती, 7 साल होती, या एज बिल्कुल छोटी होती, लेकिन जब एज 11 या 12 साल के आसपास होती है तो 13 या 14 साल के आसपास बच्चा एडोलेसेंट हो जाता है। वहाँ हमें जल्दी से जल्दी, इससे पहले कि बच्चा एक ऐसी स्टेज पे आ जाए जहाँ पे कि वो बिहेवियर मॉडिफिकेशन टफ हो जाए, हमें बिहेवियर मॉडिफिकेशन करनी होती है। एंड इसके साथ साथ मैं आप सभी को बताना चाहूँगा कि अगर आपका सवाल हिंदी में है तो जवाब भी हिंदी के अंदर रहेगा। एंड इफ योर क्वेश्चन इज इन इंग्लिश, we will be replying in English. So all of you who are joining and we want the response to be in English, you are welcome to ask your question in English. And for all of you जो हिंदी में जवाब चाहते हैं वो हिंदी में सवाल पूछ सकते हैं। जी गौरव जी, next
Thank you
question
very much for your guidance, sir. So another question is from Jasmeet Kaur, and she is a new member with us, sir. And patient ID is 501349. So she mentioned that please keep my name and my child's name anonymous. Hello, my son turned 3 years old on May 2nd this year. He has been receiving ABA and medicines combined since middle of March. He has now completed 10 ABA sessions. He began pointing within 2 weeks, but now we have been stuck trying to teach him one expressive word, cookie. He has said coo once, but we have been trying for 4 weeks for him to say one word with various methods as told by our therapist. Please guide us if we need to change the therapy techniques, medicines. I'm worried because I know he's of good age for massive improvement. I don't want to lose any time. Thank you, sir.
And any other comments by the coordinator or someone in that regards? Or
yes,
not yet?
Not yet, sir.
So what I would like to tell you, ma'am, over here is that, see, we are talking about teaching the child a word. Always remember, it is not important to say cookie. If a child starts saying coo, but is saying coo when he wants a cookie, it is equally good. It's more important for him to know that at this age, if I am using words, my life becomes easier. Try teaching him with words, mom, dad, easier words, single syllables. Don't go for longer words. And I don't know who is your therapist. You can mention it over here for us. If you are taking therapy under any of our therapists, please name the therapist so that I can check if something needs to be guided to that therapist. increase the number of ABA sessions. And you rightly mentioned, just ma'am, that the age is very important at this age, and the results, the recovery at this age is always miraculous.
There was
So,
remarks from Dr.
yeah,
Sa-
now I'm having
Yeah.
the remarks from coordinator also. Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So there was remarks from Dr. Sakshi that they are existing patient, and they are international from out of India, and age is 3 years, and they have started in Feb 2025 after meeting with you, sir, in Chandigarh. Took in-house Panchkarma as well. Our medications are going is Breno R Hot Sip Mild, 10, 10 and 15, Mukta Pishti 125 mg in morning, cucurbit oil. There are improvements in kid. Mother concerned about speech, but kid spoke recently. Cook for
Who is the therapist? Who is the therapist?
therapist was not mentioned in that, sir. 4 in-house ABA session is going, sir, in month of March.
So that is very important, as I just mentioned to you, ma'am, that the number of ABA therapies in a child at this age, the number of ABA therapies can be up to 3 to 4 in a week. It needs to be on the alternate day, because if we want him to speak, we need to be creating those situations for him, and this is the right age for him to speak. Yes, you are rightly concerned about the speech. Speech is a very important factor, and if we started in February now, we can start focusing diligently on the speech. You stayed with us for a few days. If you get a plan to come here in India, you're welcome. That makes it easier for me to ensure that the child speaks, but not for 10 days, at least for a month or 2 months, because at least for that much time, if a child is there with us, then it becomes easier for our team to work directly on the child. And if we are working on the child through you, we need to increase the number of ABA therapies. Also give me an update in regards of hyperactivity of the child, because the next live when I am over here, because I now will be moving on to the next question, but the next live when I am over here, I would definitely like to see what is the level of hyperactivity, because if the hyperactivity is absolutely not there, I'll also add Breno A granules in the morning to make it easier and quicker for him to start using new words. So I hope that solves your question. Yes, Gaurav.
Thank you very much, sir, for your great guidance always, which is helping the parents and children to be get the great results, and we are also getting the very good guidance from you, sir, always, and getting us so many great results, and we are really blessed to have you, sir. Thank you. In general, sir, parents always ask us that when should we get the results in the speech part, when they start with the treatment with us, in 3 months of the time, in 4 months of the time. So what do you say to them, sir, that how can they get the results in the speech part quickly?
So it is very much understandable, Gauravji, when we talk about speech. Now, speech is at least in 80% patients who approach us, kids who approach us, I won't call them patients, I would call the kids who approach us, the parents are always very much concerned about the speech, and they are rightly so. When we talk about the ABA therapies which are given in the Western world, in UK, when I see there are so many patients with us from UK, from Canada, from US, from Australia, the biggest problem which I face in all these developed countries is that the ABA which is done over there is not speech focused or speech targeted ABA. Over there, it's not important for a child to speak, it is important for a child to communicate. So in many countries what they do is they will give a tab to the child will then start pointing through the tab, and the parents will give the thing. So when a child gradually starts using that tab for communicating with the parents, and all his needs are now being given to him through the tab, the chances of child using those words further reduce. So that is why in all these developed countries, I always tell the parents that, see, if possible for you, don't let your child take that ABA. Prefer, if you can take a break of 1 to 3 months, travel to India. Many of you are now Indian Americans or Indian Canadians or people settled in UK who are basically having some roots in India. And even of those patients who are core Americans, core Canadians, and who are living over there in UK, they don't have any one here back in India now at home. Our center is just like your home. Consider it as your second home. You are welcome over here, because what we can do over here in India, with so much of socialization possible, so much of people creeping in, no problem when it comes to therapists, the people who are doing panchakarma, the people who are engaging with their child, with the vast human resource which we have here in India. If you can spare out some time for your child are in India, that makes the task even more easier at our Chandigarh center, which is autism specific centers, because we have centers around the globe. For those of you who are there in Toronto, you can get our Panchkarma therapies in Toronto. For those of you who are there in UK, you can get our Panchkarma therapies in UK. For those of you who are there in America, you can get our Panchkarma therapies in New York. But it's only the Panchkarma part that you can get over there, some of the therapies, because of the laws, the restrictions which we have to follow over there. But if you can spare out some time and you can be here in India with us, it's over here that we can go all ends up. We can do everything for your child so that the recovery, the results which were to come in a long span of time are now going to come in a very less span of time. So if speech is your concern, try sparing out few days, and till the time you can do that, immediately start with greater number of ABA therapies. Therapy on alternate day. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your guidance. So we have another question with us from Nazix Kalim, and he was a new member, sir. And the ID number is 497385. Hello, sir. मेरा बेटे को 4 months हो गए हैं medicines and therapies लेते हुए, but कोई noticeable changes नहीं दिख रहे हैं. वो अभी बहुत inattentive है. उसके आसपास क्या हो रहा है, कौन लोग हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, awareness नहीं है. अटेंशन एंड फोकस भी बहुत कम है. प्लीज सजेस्ट करें समथिंग टू बूस्ट द इम्प्रूवमेंट. इट्स बीन 4 months नाउ. और इनके जो कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं, हाँ जी, नाजिश कालिम, एंड जो कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं सर रजत हैं, एंड एज इज 6.1 years एज, एंड पेरेंट्स स्टार्टेड ट्रीटमेंट आफ्टर VC वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस सेशन विद यू सर इन Feb beginning 2025. Brainwar hot strip is going mild 5 in the morning and afternoon, and then our concentrate 0.5 at night. Mukta Pishti Premium 0.125. 13 sessions have been done with Mr. Rahul. Shiropichu is not regular. Parents want to speeden up the recovery. Behavior, attention, hyperactivity is major concern, sir.
नाजिस के केस में सर मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी कि एक तो हम जो उनके ABA एक्सपर्ट हैं, लेट अस चेंज द ABA एक्सपर्ट. 13 सेशंस में राहुल ने नोटिसेबली चीज़ें नोट की होंगी, बट अगेन जैसा कि हम सेशंस की बात करते हैं, 13 सेशंस आर टू लेस सेशंस इन दिस स्पैन ऑफ टाइम. हम सेशंस को भी इंक्रीज करें, और एक सीनियर साइकोलॉजिस्ट हम रखते हैं उनके लिए, गुरप्रिया एलोकेट करते हैं. सो रजत, आप नोट कर सकते हो कि नाजिश के केस में वी आर टू चेंज द साइकोलॉजिस्ट. तो एक तो हम साइकोलॉजिस्ट चेंज करते हैं आपके, एंड कीप इट एट लीस्ट 2 to 3 सेशंस पर वीक. जहाँ भी हमें जिस क्विकनेस के साथ हम रिजल्ट चाहते हैं उससे कम रिजल्ट्स आते हैं, हमारे पास 2 ऑप्शंस हो जाती हैं. एक, हम हर्ब्स को बढ़ाएं, हम हर्ब्स की क्वालिटी इंप्रूव करें, और दूसरा कि हम सेशंस को बढ़ाएं. मेरा अपना ही मानना है, किसी भी बच्चे को, चाहे वो हर्ब है, चाहे उसके कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है, हम अधिक हर्ब क्यों खिलाएं? क्यों ना बिना हर्ब्स को बढ़ाए हुए ही इम्प्रूवमेंट को किक अप कर दिया जाए. सो सेशंस को बढ़ाते हैं, साइकोलॉजिस्ट आपका और सीनियर करते हैं, और अगर ज़रूरत रही तो फिर सेकेंड फेज के अंदर हम हर्ब्स को चेंज करेंगे. शिरोपिचू आप ज़रूर करिए, इसके साथ साथ हमारे साथ वीडियो ज़रूर शेयर करते रहिए. देखिए, बहुत कुछ इस चीज़ पे डिपेंड करता है कि जो आपको ये लोग सिखा रहे हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप घर पे कैसे चल रहे हैं. और जो मैं बाकी पेशेंट्स को कहता हूँ, जहाँ लगे कि रिकवरी स्टक है और आपके पास कुछ दिन की ब्रेक लेकर के आना पॉसिबल है, वो ज़रूर करें. आना नहीं पॉसिबल है, घर पर छुट्टी लेकर के कई बार बच्चे के लिए वर्क करें. जितना समय हम बच्चे को अधिक दे पाएंगे, क्योंकि देखिए हमें बिहेवियर मॉडिफिकेशन करनी है, और बिहेवियर मॉडिफिकेशन में जो समय हम बच्चे को दे रहे हैं वो समय बहुत ज़रूरी है. सो एज पेरेंट ये समय आप अधिक दीजिए. मेडिसिन में रजत आप नोट कर सकते हो, अगर हाइपर एक्टिविटी पेरेंट्स को परेशान कर रही है तो बाकी मेडिसिन के साथ साथ आप जटामांसी ऑयल सुबह और शाम को ऐड करवा दीजिए. डाइट भी अभी आप क्या दे रहे हैं बेटे को, वो भी आप हमें मेल करिए ताकि हम उसके बारे में भी आपको और बेहतर बता पाएँ. घबराएं नहीं सर, 4 महीने हुए हैं. मैं जब भी कभी पेरेंट्स को एडवाइस करता हूँ कंपेयर करने के लिए, यही तो कारण है कि 6-6 महीने पे कंपेयर किया जाता है. कुछ पेरेंट्स ऐसे हैं जो फर्स्ट मंथ से सेटिस्फाइड हैं, कुछ ऐसे भी हैं जिनको 5वें महीने में जाकर के रिकवरी देखने को मिलती है. तो घबराना नहीं है, आप सही जगह पर हैं. केवल और केवल चीज़ें माननी है. और जैसे आज आपने लाइव सेशन पर पहली बार जुड़ करके अपनी प्रॉब्लम मेरे सामने रखी है। लाइव सेशंस मिस नहीं करने हैं, क्योंकि एक को बताया गया मेथडोलॉजी किसी दूसरे के लिए भी लाभकारी हो सकता है। और मेरा लाइव आने का मकसद ये रहता है कि देखिए, हज़ारों पेशेंट्स का हर महीने हम नया इलाज शुरू कर रहे हैं, और लाखों पेशेंट्स हैं जिनका इलाज कर चुके हैं। एक दूसरे से सीखने को बहुत कुछ मिलता है, और जहाँ कहीं पे भी शॉर्टकमिंग्स रहती हैं, टीम वर्क की शॉर्टकमिंग्स रहती हैं, वो इन लाइव सेशंस के माध्यम से वो कमी जो है वो दूर हो जाती है। जी,
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your guidance, sir. So, sir, we have came to know in today's time that there are lot many companies who are coming with the single unit of herbs. So, we have been recently introduced the Herbogium chain of Herbogium group, so of a single herb. So, tell me, sir, about that also, which will really helpful for all of us.
now that is a question, Gaurav ji, of my choice. When I say my choice, it often comes in everyone's mind, why Herbogium? What was the need for Herbogium? With so many companies around the globe today dealing in single herbs, providing people with single herbs, and with us in Ayurveda since more than 2 decades now, already barely managing fulfilling the demands of Ayurvedic medications for our patients, what was the need for us to enter in the single herb category with the brand name Herbogium? So the reason for that was that when I see most of the companies providing single herbs to those who are entering for the first time in Ayurveda, for those who believe on Ayurveda, I really want that Ayurveda should live up to their expectations. The biggest problem which I saw was that most of the companies are not following the traditional guidelines in Ayurveda. Now when I say traditional guidelines, for example, let us talk about ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is a herb. Vidyanons are the active principles in ashwagandha. That is the part which really makes the change, which delivers what is required from ashwagandha. When we talk about the ancient text, it is clearly mentioned, use the roots of ashwagandha. But when we see today's ashwagandha being given to in capsule form to patients, it is the panchang. The entire ashwagandha plant is used. Technically, the Vidyanons may be good enough in the panchang of ashwagandha also. But if the ancient says that we need that adaptogenic properties of ashwagandha, rasayan properties of ashwagandha, aphrodisiac properties of ashwagandha, immunity boosting properties of ashwagandha, if we want the complete benefit of ashwagandha mentioned in the ancient Ayurvedic text, it is the ashwagandha root which has to be used. That is why we entered this single herb category, because we really wanted that those of you who are the entrants in Ayurveda, who are using Ayurveda for the first time, when they use a herb with faith, they get that part of the herb served to them in the form of a capsule, which was mentioned by our ancient acharyas. So any herb in Herbogium, when it is coming to you, right from the cultivation of that herb in our own farmlands to the extraction of that herb with traditional Ayurvedic methods in our own factory, to the packaging, processing, final packaging, dispatching, preservation, lab testing, each and everything is done with utmost quality to ensure that when you are using Ayurveda for the very first time in your life, you feel satisfied. You really feel what Ayurveda can do. You really see the miraculous power of Ayurveda. That's why Herbogium. That's why Herbogium was launched. That was the reason for Herbogium, Gauravji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. I hope everyone has been clear about their queries, and thank you for your precious time, sir. So next question is, sir, from Anil Gupta. Sir, मैं अपने बच्चे को 15 जनवरी 2025 से एनडी केयर से ट्रीटमेंट ले रहा हूँ. मेरा सन मीनिंगफुल टॉकिंग नहीं कर रहा है, सेंसरी इश्यूज हैं अभी तक, और इनके जो कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं सर वो हैं संजना, and recently visited Chandigarh OPD also, sir, 18th, and stayed till yesterday in house, and they got discharged from Chandigarh center. Will be visiting again in July month. Medicines which are going, sir: Breno R 15 ml TDS, Cucurbita 8 drops PD, 3 Mukta Pishti 62.5 mg. In total ABA session done 8 sessions, sir, under Gunjan, 2 under Viti, Satisfied with Gunjan's psychologist and praises her inputs, but along with Gunjan's session, they want one session of VTG, also monthly, as they feel positivity with VTG session, sir.
नाम क्या बताया आपने?
इनका नाम है सर अनिल गुप्ता.
अनिल जी, सबसे पहले तो धन्यवाद, आप एक विश्वास के साथ हमारे चंडीगढ़ सेंटर आए और जैसा कि आपने बताया इस बार की ओपीडी के अंदर हम आपस में मिले भी. देखिए, मेरी भी अगर आपके साथ बात हुई होगी अनिल जी, तो मैंने इस बात पे ज़रूर जोर दिया होगा, हमें साइकोथेरेपी मिस नहीं करनी है. जैसा कि अभी गौरव जी ने बताया कि जनवरी से लेकर अब तक 8 सेशंस, कहीं ना कहीं सेशंस में कमी रही. जैसे ही अब हमारे सेशंस नॉर्मल होंगे, आप गुंजन, विटी, जो भी हमारे साइकोलॉजिस्ट हैं, दे आर ऑल वेरी टैलेंटेड साइकोलॉजिस्ट, इनके बताए के अनुसार और जो कुछ आप चंडीगढ़ सेंटर में सीख पाए, मेरी आपसे विनती यही है, घर पे सब कुछ जारी रखिएगा. देखिए, ऑटिज्म से एक बच्चे को निकालना एक टीम वर्क है. उस टीम वर्क में हस्बैंड और वाइफ एक दूसरे के साथ कैसे रह रही हैं, वाइफ हस्बैंड घर के बाकी मेंबर्स के साथ कैसे चल रहे हैं, घर में किसी प्रकार का लड़ाई झगड़ा बच्चे के सामने तो नहीं किया जाता है, बच्चे को बहुत डांटा तो नहीं जाता है. मल्टीपल ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो अगर हम ध्यान में रखेंगे, एक्सेप्शनल इम्प्रूवमेंट मिलेगी. ये कुछ ऐसे फैक्टर्स हैं जो फैक्टर्स बहुत बार घरों में हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं होते, और यही कारण है जब पेरेंट्स लंबे हमारे पास आकर के रुकते हैं, ये फैक्टर्स नलीफाई हो जाते हैं, टीम हमारी काम कर रही होती है, रिजल्ट्स बहुत जल्दी आ जाते हैं, और कई बार घरों में हम इन फैक्टर्स के ऊपर पार नहीं पा पाते. लेकिन गुप्ता जी, अपने बच्चे के लिए ये ध्यान रखिएगा, ये सारी बातों का ध्यान हमें घर पर रखना है, और जब हम इन बातों का ध्यान रखेंगे, रेगुलर जो हमें ABA में सिखाया जाएगा उसको फॉलो करेंगे, आप देखेंगे बहुत क्विक रिकवरी, आपकी उम्मीदों के अनुसार रिकवरी आपको देखने को ज़रूर मिलेगी. जी,
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू फॉर योर गाइडेंस. सो वी हैव डन विद आवर क्वेश्चन. सो मेरा सर से एक क्वेश्चन है फ्रॉम माय एंड. आई वांट टू आस्क यू सर वन क्वेश्चन for your precious time from your so sir, parents generally say that we always tell the parents that do these kind of sessions with the child at home. So the parents always say that we want to do it, but child is not responding, he's not being friendly with us at that point of time. So what the parents has to do at that point of time, sir?
So before I proceed to Gaurav ji's question, my sincere apologies from all of you whose questions we missed today. I know there are multiple questions which I wanted to answer, but since we were to prioritize the questions of our members, and there were few questions which are common questions from multiple people out of you, so all the questions we were not able to take. My sincere apologies from that. Now coming to Gaurav ji's question. Now again, this is a very common thing which the parents will tell us, that see, you are telling me that do this particular activity with the child, my child is not cooperating with that. Understandable, it's not easy to do activities with your child, and your child will not do the activity at the first juncture, and your child will not do all the activities guided by us. That is why the regularity of ABA sessions is important. Out of 10 activities guided by our ABA expert, your child will only do 5 or 6 activities. That is why they will keep on innovating, they will keep on changing the activity, they will keep on improvising till your child does that. And that is where the importance of regular ABA sessions lies. If you feel that way, that your child is not cooperating, in those cases, at least for a month or 2 months, daily ABA sessions are advisable. That means 5 to 6 days a week, so that the ABA experts, he or she can understand your child's behavior pattern. At the same time, more innovations can be used and quicker things can be done, so that you don't get demotivated. And the most important, see, we are not an organization which is running from our duties. It's only because it's tough for all of you to reach at our centers, and it is tough for us to give in-house treatments to each and every one of you. It's only and only because of that we improvised and we started with this home ABA sessions, home Panchkarma sessions. Otherwise, if it is possible for you, if you really want a child to very quickly come out of autism, leave everything aside. There is nothing more precious than gifting a child with a normal life. So wherever you feel that yes, taking a break from my job, taking a break from my normal curriculum is possible for me, for my child, there is nothing which is comparable to being there with us, where expert hands are working for your child, where consultants like me are there to supervise your child. There's a huge team of consultants with us. So if possible, rather than getting demotivated with this thing that my child is not doing what I'm being asked for and then being inconsistent with ABA, be inconsistent with your regular work and be consistent with the therapist to an even greater extent, and then you will see miracles happening. Let Google say autism is something out of which your child cannot come out of. Let the consultants near your home say that. Let the therapy center say that. Let the world think that. But you should always think autism is a temporary phase in the life of a child if treated timely. And when I say that confidently. I say that in my live sessions. I say that in press conferences, because now working with these kids for more than past 2 decades by the grace of Almighty, it's the love of my patients which has infused this confidence in me. And for all of you who are there in UK, I would request you to get back to your coordinators, because we are very soon finalizing the dates for our UK meet, and since it will only be 40 people whom I'll be able to meet over there, it's very important because of time considerations, because from there I'll have to rush to my US meet. So it's a request, all of you who are regular patients, get back to your coordinators, and it will be somewhere most probably in the ending of June. So be in contact with them so that we don't miss out on that thing, because I also want to be there with you. A face-to-face interaction many a times works wonders. And along with this, before Gaurav moves on to the next question, my genuine request which I always make to all my patients, Ayurveda is the science of life. And when we talk about Ayurveda, Ayurveda is not just meant about curing a disease. So there are so many people today running after chemical based medicines. There are so many people today running after consultants who are not even doctors, who are merely selling medications on the TV sets, online. Do request people who are suffering from ailments to at least be regular with our live sessions, to join our YouTube channel, so that with the immense live sessions, knowledge about various diseases like diabetes, arthritis, migraine, hypothyroidism, kidney patients, fatty liver, there are multiple videos available on this channel. The motive of all of those is your kitchen is your clinic. So enabling people to get cured using their own kitchen as their clinic, that is always a dream. There are multiple series on our channel available for this. So do guide people about that, so that they can be connected to Ayurveda as a lifestyle rather than merely choosing Ayurveda as a mode of treatment. And that is why we say Ayurveda. We don't say हम आयुर्वेद बोलते हैं. We say allopathy. They are all pathies. Ayurveda is not a pathy. Ayurveda is a lifestyle. Ayurveda is something which you can incorporate in your life, and you can then lead a very healthy life. Yes, Gauravji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your guidance, sir. I hope the parents today, it was a great session by sir, and with his knowledge, I hope the parents will get the very good results from today onwards, even more better results, right? Thank you. Sir, before winding of the session, I would request for the one last question if possible, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Sir. So, Reet Kaur was there asking question, name is Asma. My teenage son has a progressive genetic condition where he cannot walk or even stand on his own. His disease is progressive and working its way up his body. Do you have any treatment for genetic conditions? Sir, details from Mr. Rajat. ID number is 51557. My daughter is very hyperactive and having less focus, attention and concentration, and she have lived similar life to as other kids after treatment, sir. Kindly guide, sir.
Riji, I would be coming to the genetic manifestations. Now when we talk about those diseases which are progressive in nature and genetic disorders, we cannot change the genes of anyone. Genes नहीं बदले जा सकते हैं. But we can always change the expression of the genes. There are multiple genetic disorders which people are suffering from. And the unlucky part is, Ayurveda में इन रोगों को याप्य कहा जाता है. We call them as याप्य. In Ayurveda, there are 4 categories of diseases. Sukha sadhya, Kricha sadhya, yapya and pratyakyayi. Genetic disorders in most cases are not pratyakyayi. Pratyakyayi is something we can do anything about. But yapya is something where, due to the genetic manifestation of the disease, some kind of supplement has to be carried on lifelong, some harmless kind of a thing. The supplement may be turmeric once we do the pulse work for the child. And in genetic disorders, it's always advisable that at some stage, whenever possible, pulse work should be done so that we know which dosha is imbalanced. Until the time we cannot do the pulse work, rasayanas, the beauty of Ayurveda is rasayanas. When we say about rasayanas are so beautiful part of Ayurveda that even if you don't know the basics of a disease, if you say rasayana, Ayurveda says yat jara vyadhi nashanam tad rasayana. Those which remove the diseases of old age and diseases are rasayanas. So there are multiple herbs which can be used in your child till the time we can make proper diagnosis, which if you give to your child, at least that can reduce and slow down the progression of the disease, and then we can work diligently through Panchakarma and Ayurveda to reverse certain things. I cannot promise that it will be 100% alleviation of a genetic disorder, but yes, definitely a yapya disease can always be managed. The progression can be stopped. It can be reversed up to a great extent, enabling a child to lead a far healthier and a happier life, Richi. So, from my end, before Gaurav says and moves to the next question, it's very important for me to be wishing a very healthier life to you. आप सभी स्वस्थ रहें, रेस्ट पुष्ट रहें, and rather than the concluding remarks coming from Gaurav's way, मैं conclude करता हूँ आप सभी को नमस्कार कर और धन्यवाद दे करके कि आज आप हमारे इस लाइव पॉडकास्ट में ज्वाइन किए. हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और गौरव जी, क्वेश्चन की जगह I would like you also to say the concluding remarks for that.
Thank you, sir. So I hope this was a great session which we ever had, and from sir's guidance, and the parents have got their questions, sir. Sir, from my side, I really apologize for one question. It was mixed in between. So if you allow me, I can ask the one last question, because one question is a little bit confused. Yeah, sorry, sir. So Reet Kaur was there. We are newly joined from UK, sir. They have joined from UK and want to meet you. My daughter is 5 years. She is very hyperactive. Can mild autism is curable at this age, sir? ID number is 55515537, and Mrs. Ravina is a mother and 5 years, 0.3 years age. Hyperactive है, एक हफ्ता ठीक रहती है, उसके बाद फिर वैसे ही हो जाती है. Understanding, need to work. Date of birth is Feb 1, 2020. Sensory issues. Self love add रहता है, sir. Rajat ने detail डाली है, sir. My daughter is very hyperactive.
What about the speech? Anything which is mentioned about the speech?
No, sir. Only concentration. Very
Riji, first of all, at 5 years of age, covering the hyperactivity is not at all tough. She's 5 years in age. She is hyperactive. We need to figure out the reasons of hyperactivity. Is it some kind of tantrums? Is it unexplained hyperactivity that my team of psychotherapists can do for you? And yes, definitely looking forward to having you guys over there at the UK meet. Don't worry. At 5 years, for a child, everything is possible. And it's mild autism, as you just mentioned. It should not be a problem. Till the time you meet me, you can start using BrainOR so that hyperactivity can come a bit down. That is always an option of using it. And if you want that once we are there with each other, then you start everything, also not a problem, because at 5 years of age, it's not going to cause much problem. Waiting for another 1 or 2 months, absolutely no problems. Don't worry, Richi.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for so much support and for your extra precious time. So really thankful to you from the core of my heart, and from all the viewers. We are really thankful to you for all your hard work and dedication, and develop this research which is changing the life of humanity and children worldwide. So thank you for joining us today, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Empowering lives. Group activities for autism at ND Care Nirogam Private Limited.
A very marked problem which is being faced by majority of autistic kids is socialization. The children, they do not perform up to the expectations of their parents, the society, when it comes on the part of social interaction with other children. And that is why, keeping this in mind, we at our Rish Push Center Chandigarh go for various social activities.
Inspired by the rich culture of Amritsar, we are rooted in tradition and diversity. Drawing energy from the vibrant city of Chandigarh, we embrace progress and inclusivity at NDK Nirogam. Why stay at NDK Nirogam for best results in autism? Ayurveda, Panchakarma, psychotherapy, ABA, OT and speech therapy, yoga and naturopathy, group activities, outdoor activities, all under one roof. Welcome to NDK Nirogam, where we believe in creating a supportive community for individuals with autism. Today, we are excited to share how our carefully crafted group activities are making a positive impact on the lives of those we serve. At NDK Nirogam, our team is dedicated to designing activities that cater to the unique needs of individuals on the autism spectrum. Our group activities are more than just fun. They are therapeutic and designed to foster social skills, sensory integration, and overall well-being. Our therapies provide a non-verbal way for individuals with autism to communicate and express themselves. It's amazing to see the creativity that unfolds during these sessions. Exercise is not only beneficial for physical health, but also for emotional well-being. Our group exercise sessions focus on building strength, coordination, and social skills.
Specialized Panchkarma therapies at wrist Pashт.
बाद बच्चे में काफ़ी इम्प्रूवमेंट है, उसमें आई कॉन्टेक्ट आ गया है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग आ गई है।
फर्स्ट पंचकर्मा से ही दिखने लग गया था कि गोकुल में थोड़ा थोड़ा स्टेबिलिटी आ रही है, एक आधे वर्ड्स भी बोलना शुरू कर दिया था।
5 में बहुत सारी इम्प्रूवमेंट आई है, उसमें इमोशंस आ गए हैं, वो कुछ बातें अंडरस्टैंड भी करने लगी है।
मेरे बेटे की अंडरस्टैंडिंग में बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट आई है।
You can see our therapies really improved the understanding of autistic kids.
पहले शुरू में मेरा बच्चा चीखते थे, हर टाइम अचानक चीखते थे, हर टाइम चिड़चिड़ापन रहते थे, हाइपर था, बहुत ही हाइपर था। मेडिसिन लेने के बाद उसका ये चिड़चिड़ापन, एग्रेशन बहुत ही कम गया है। मेडिसिन के साथ साथ पंचकर्मा भी दिया है और साथ में साइकोथेरेपी भी चल रहे थे। तो ये साइकोथेरेपी, पंचकर्मा और मेडिसिन लाके कुल मिला के मेरा बच्चा अभी बहुत ही बेटर है।
You can see our therapists really improve the hyperactivity of autism kids.
Hello, my name is Mohammad Afzal and my son name is Mohammad Jazim. He is now 5.5 years. And we find him having some issues like autism. At the age of his 3 years, he don't have speech and he have communication, lack of communication skill, and he have behavior issues, social difficulties. We started treatment in Ayurvedic. We refer ND Care, Dr. Navdeep Sharma. Accordingly, based on his instruction, we had started treatment for autism. Slowly he is improved, high contacts, and now he's started speaking, and now he's going to school also. I am very thankful to the ND Care and Dr. Navdeep Sharma.
मेरा नाम शाह खालिद है, मैं उत्तर प्रदेश का रहने वाला हूँ। मेरा बच्चा 4 साल का था, उसको ऑटिज़म था और वो बोल नहीं पा रहा था और बहुत ज़्यादा हाइपर एक्टिव था। फिर मैंने डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा एनडी केयर निरोगम का नाम सुना और फिर मैंने वहाँ ट्रीटमेंट स्टार्ट किया और बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट देखने को मिला। अब बच्चे के अंदर स्टेबिलिटी आई है, हाइपर एक्टिविटी कम हुई है और वो खिलौनों के साथ खेलने लगा है और इसके लिए मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ डॉक्टर एनडी केयर निरोगम का।
मेरा बच्चा भी इसी बीमारी से ग्रसित था। जब मुझे पता लगा तो मैं काफ़ी चिंतित रही, पर थैंक यू है डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा जी। जब मैं इनसे मिली, इन्होंने ऐसा विश्वास मुझे दिया कि मेरा बच्चा आयुर्वेद के चमत्कार से और उनकी मेहनत से और उनके विश्वास से वो बिल्कुल आज ठीक है, जिसमें वो हाइपर एक्टिविटी उसकी बहुत ज़्यादा थी वो भी बहुत कम हुई है। आज वो सबसे घुलता मिलता है, बातचीत करता है, तो आज मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। थैंकफुल है आयुर्वेदा, थैंकफुल है डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा, पेरेंट्स के अंदर इतना विश्वास, इतना भरोसा दिलाने के लिए। वी आर वेरी थैंकफुल टू Ayurveda and Navdeep Sharma.
My daughter Prakriti, who had been diagnosed as to be autistic at the age of 3, and we have been very concerned about her treatment, and we went so many places regarding her treatment and therapy, but finally we landed at Chandigarh ND Care. डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा के जो उनका जो थेरेपी सेंटर है वहाँ हमने इसलिए काफ़ी उम्मीदें लेकर हम वहाँ गए और वहाँ हमें काफ़ी अच्छा गाइड किया गया। हमारी खुद डॉक्टर साहब से मुलाकात हुई, उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से गाइड किया हमें। अब तक हमारा जो एक्सपीरियंस है दैट उनके माध्यम से जो भी गाइडेंस या असिस्टेंस मिलता है वो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहे हैं। एंड विद इन दिस शॉर्ट पीरियड वी हैव सीन सम reasonable progress. For example, she has started following commands. She has been more stable, and her sitting habit has improved. Sitting tolerance has improved. Thank you.
Experience the harmony sound healing session at ND Care Nirogam Private Limited.
हेलो, मैं प्रिया की मम्मा और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा यहाँ पे साउंड हीलिंग में। बहुत शांति मिली को और मेरे बेटे को भी बहुत थोड़ा बहुत चेंज नज़र आ रहा है। मैं बहुत अच्छा फील कर रही हूँ यहाँ से जाते जाते। नेक्स्ट टाइम मुझे इतना अच्छा लगा कि नेक्स्ट टाइम फिर से आऊँगी। थैंक यू।
हाय, मैं प्रिया का असम से आई हूँ। आज मेरा फर्स्ट डे यहाँ साउंड सेशन अपना आर्टिस्ट से उन्होंने ये सब मेरे बेटी के साथ साउंड और जो कुछ भी किया मुझे इतना अच्छा लगा। लाइक दिस बेटी मुझे मैं क्लोज आइज मतलब आँख बंद करके है ना मैं खुद फील कर रही थी वो चीज़ को, मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा।
मैं नांदेड़ से आया हूँ, अभिजीत पवार नाम है मेरा, और हमने मैडम का यहाँ पे सेशन अटेंड किया है, साउंड सेशन अटेंड किया। हमें बहुत ही अच्छा लगा, मन को शांति मिली और बच्चे में जब कोई साउंड सुन रहा था तब वो शांति से बैठा था।
मेरे बेटी को लेकर मैं कोलकाता से आई हूँ, तो उसका माइल्ड ऑटिज्म प्रॉब्लम है। तो अभी तो हम लोग जो साउंड थेरेपी किया है वो हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा, क्योंकि उसमें जो फीलिंग हम खुद भी देख रहे थे, आँख बंद करके बैठे थे, अंदर में कुछ फीलिंग्स हो रहा था। इवन जैसा लग रहा था कि हम आँख बंद करके कोई मतलब सोते सोते कहीं दूसरी जगह जा रहे हैं, ऐसा फीलिंग्स हो रहा था।
Autism is a temporary phase in the life of a child if treated timely.
Patient name Parth, age 3 years, disease autism. Chief complaints: speech delay, hyperactivity, irritative behavior, less interaction, less understanding. The parents of the child consulted Dr. Navdeep Sharma on April 2023 at 1:09 p.m. and felt the scope of treatment to work for the child. He did not respond clearly and showed irritative behavior most of the times.
करो
आ जाएगा वो।
कलर करो, वेरी गुड पार्ट, कलर करो। नो इस हैंड से कर, वेरी गुड, इसके अंदर रख दो, वेरी गुड। पापा का हैंड, दीदी का हैंड करो, हैंड चलो, वेरी गुड, खाओ, वेरी गुड। हेलो पेरेंट्स, पार्थ हेलो करो, हेलो करो। ये पार्थ है मेरा बेटा, 4 साल का होने वाला है। लास्ट ईयर जुलाई में हम डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा सर के यहाँ पहुँचे थे। हमें एक सर ने मेरे बताया था सर के बारे में। हमने सोचा भी नहीं था कि आज 9 महीने में पार्थ मम्मा पापा हमसे बोलेगा इतनी जल्दी। हम तो मतलब बड़ा एक माँ पेरेंट्स के लिए एक रहता है कि कब हम मम्मा पापा सुनेंगे पार्थ के मुंह से। आज पार्थ मम्मा पापा और विद सेंस सब कुछ बोलता है भगवान की कृपा से और सर की मेडिसिन और सर के गाइडेंस से। आज 9 महीने में पार्थ एक नियर टू नॉर्मल लाइफ जी रहा है। और स्कूल में भी पार्थ प्ले ग्रुप में था। अभी जस्ट 15 दिन पहले ही स्कूल में मैम ने बोला कि पार्थ को हम नर्सरी में भेजेंगे। और जो सर ने जो लाइफ में हमारी खुशियाँ दी हैं, बहुत एक पेरेंट्स के लिए इससे ज़्यादा और क्या हो सकता है कि उसका बच्चा इतनी जल्दी और इतना अच्छा इम्प्रूवमेंट हो जाए एक पेरेंट्स के लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच हमारी लाइफ में इतनी बड़ी खुशियाँ देने के लिए। थैंक यू एंडी निरोगम।
Call now to connect with world's senior most Ayurvedic healer, Dr. Navdeep Sharma, and gift your child autism-free life.
Autism is a temporary phase in the life of a child if treated timely.
Patient name, Vivan, age 4.5 years old, disease, autism. Chief complaints, speech delay, less understanding ability, inexpressive, sensory issues, lack of focus. The parents of the child consulted Dr. Navdeep Sharma on 27th November 2022 at 11 o'clock am and felt the scope of treatment to work for the child. The chief complaints were speech delay, unable to write and sensory issues. The child could not write by himself. He was also not very socially active. Throughout the treatment, significant improvement was seen in the child. He started writing on his own, gave answers and also became active. He started interacting more and gave answers instantly. His focus also saw an improvement. He also participated voluntarily in activities and also excelled academically. Instant responses were also seen within a few months of treatment. With improved attention span, he became quick in recognizing and mind games as well. He was able to interact more with peers, participate in class and also understand things in a better way.
हाय, मेरा नाम प्रिया है एंड मेरा बेटा है 5 साल का होने वाला है एंड मुझे नवदीप सर से मेडिसिन लेते हुए मोर देन 1 ईयर हो गया है एंड आई हैव चेंज लाइक आई हैव सीन इमेंस चेंज इन माय सन। लाइक जब हम यहाँ पे आए थे तो ही वॉज लाइक वो एक एक वर्ड ही बोलता था एंड जब से हमने मेडिसिन शुरू की है एंड मेडिसिन के साथ साथ शिरोधारा भी इसकी मोर देन 1 ईयर से चल रही है एंड विद कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ दिस मेडिसिन एंड ऑल उसमें ड्रास्टिक चेंज है। जैसे अभी वो सब कुछ अपनी चीज़ें 99% अपनी चीज़ें वो बता पाता है ईजिली एंड दैट टू दे स्टार्टेड मेकिंग फुल सेंटेंसेज ऑल्सो। क्लास में भी अकेडमिकली ही इज गोइंग सुपरबली ऑसम। ही हैज स्कोर्ड 88% इन हिज लास्ट टर्म एंड जहाँ पे जब वो नर्सरी में था ही जस्ट स्कोर्ड 55%, नॉट इवन 50%। एंड अभी जस्ट टर्म ए में ही इज इन जूनियर केजी, अभी टर्म ए में उसके 88% नंबर आए हैं। नाउ ही हैज स्टार्टेड राइटिंग ऑल्सो। पहले वो मतलब पकड़ के लिखता था, पेंसिल पकड़ के, उसका ग्रिप भी प्रॉपर नहीं था बट अब वो लिखने भी लग गया है। प्लस मुझे जो मेडिसिन से जो मुझे मेन फ़र्क दिखा है दैट इज़ सेंस, जो मुझे चाहिए था कि सेंस में थोड़ी सी डेवलपमेंट। पहले उसको फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ता था कि कोई घर में आ रहा है जा रहा है, वो जस्ट कमांड वाइज ही चल रहा था। लाइक ही स्टार्टेड फॉलोइंग माई कमांड्स, लेकिन अपने दिमाग से वो कुछ नहीं कर रहा था। बट जब से मेडिसिन लेना शुरू किया आफ्टर 3 मंथ्स मुझे ज़्यादा चेंजेस दिखे हैं। 3 मंथ्स में धीरे धीरे चेंज आए। अब विद इन अ ईयर तो ड्रास्टिक चेंज है। जैसे उसको देख के आप बोल ही नहीं सकते हो कि दैट ही हैड माइल्ड ऑटिज्म, तो उसको माइल्ड ऑटिज्म ही था बट अब वो माइल्ड ऑटिज्म के स्पेक्ट्रम से भी निकल गया। अब जस्ट उसके थोड़े थोड़े सिम्टम्स रह गए हैं एंड वी आर स्टिल इन टच विद नवदीप सर। वी आर